sorry I'm looking under the weather. I'm feeling under the weather. I have something going on. It started with like an allergic reaction to using the air fryer too much in one day because it dries the air out terribly, and I'm very reactive to dry air. It usually triggers my asthma. Thankfully it hasn't, but I definitely have like an allergy, the itchy eyes, the watery eyes, and blah, 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 blah. I've been taking medicine for it. I'm going to be fine. I don't feel sick, but I sound sick. And it's annoying when your eyes are tearing and all that, and you're sneezing. Yucky. So anyway, you came here to find out about my weigh-in, which was on Friday. It went fine. I had to maintain. I'm actually hoping for another one this week because right now I'm trying to figure things out with the Grow Plan and with some of the things that are going on in my life, which impact my ability to follow it as strictly as I would like day to day. I'd like to do it the way it's ultimately, I guess you can do a plan, make adjustments to it. I don't mean I'm changing the plan, but we had our meeting today. It was absolutely fabulous. I just love how this plan, how this company, how Kieran is doing what he does. Because today he said he was turning the group over to us, and basically he was running it, but he did turn it around, and the topic really was like October. Oh, I forgot. My brain is not working right now. Well, but I'll plug in what he called it. What the theme was going to be that we were talking about. Basically, it's about making a commitment to change something in the month of October. I don't know that I have anything like this one thing to change. Like, for instance, he mentioned that he was going to change going to Starbucks every day. And I think he spends 200 of his calories on whatever this type of coffee is that he buys. I don't go to Starbucks, so I don't know all the names. And then he hopes that after that, he'll get just an Americano with a splash of milk. Like that he wants to make this, I guess, more of a permanent change for himself. So that would be just an example. I myself, instead of taking away something, I think I'm just going to try to find my way of doing this program that it works for me based on what my circumstances are. I don't have any problem eating on plan and not using calories all day. I have replaced basically bread with potatoes. Now, do I like my tuna fish sandwich on 40-calorie bread? Yeah, I do. But I'm not eating that every day. Do I like my 40-calorie bread with some 10-calorie jam spread on it? Yeah, I do. And I don't see that that's going to be a problem, because if I have a 40-calorie bread and I put some jam on it that's 10 calories, that's only 50 calories. That's not a big deal out of 500 in a day that I would even be worried about. But on days that I am very, very busy, which ended up this week unexpectedly being 3 days when it was only supposed to be 2. And I did plan for that. I planned on Tuesday and Wednesday of last week to have 470 calories in my pocket on each of those days, so that when I went into Thursday and Friday, my very busy days, I would not be like emotionally concerned about overeating my calories. Now, today, Kieran said that you can spend your calories 500 a day, because ultimately the mission is not to spend those calories every day. They're there to use them if you need them. If that makes any sense, which I think it does. It shouldn't be the focus of every day, getting up and saying, oh, I'm going to have these 500 calories. No, it should be like in the bank. So that comes to be 3,500 calories in a week. So his explanation is you can use them as you choose. You can not use them at all. You can say on this day, I'm going to use 1,000 calories extra, let's say. But on this other day, I'm going to give up my 500 altogether to make up for it. That type of thing. So I think it's much clearer than, I like the idea of working with calories. I really do. I think it just makes things much simpler for me. I like calorie counting. I've always have. It's my favorite way of losing weight. And so that part of it works for me. Now, what I need to also make work for me is how to save those calories on other days wisely by making much better choice is to not spend them, and that way I don't ever have to worry about them, because I won't be spending 3,500 calories a week. That is the mission. So again, last week I should have had a gain. Forget about a maintain. So I was like, got through that week, even though I did for the 4 days exactly what I was supposed to on plan, with the plan that Kieran made for me in discussing with me. We made a plan. I did exactly as he suggested, and I was very comfortable with that, but I wasn't expecting Friday morning to come out with a maintain. I wasn't. So I feel really grateful for that. Now this week, because I am not, again, this is how my brain operates. I didn't plan for Saturday, even though I did not use almost 1,000 calories between Thursday and Friday extra. I still had some left. I still don't feel comfortable with not having planned for Saturday with pen and paper, because it was unexpected. But then again, you know, life being what it is, pardon me, Maxine is giving me, on my lip gloss, she's giving me hair. Trying to read. This cold medicine just makes me even more like out to lunch than I already have. So I like to see it in writing, being a visual person, how I worked out my calories. I guess that's why I like the NutriCheck app so much. I also like pen and paper very much. So I don't feel confident about Saturday, even though in my mind's eye I'm saying there's no way I ate all these extra calories. But then again, Saturday wasn't the best day of eating for me. So we'll see what next week brings. And I still have to get through the rest of next week. And this week, or I should say this week, it's Monday now. So tomorrow and Thursday and Friday, I have busy days. So you see how I'm getting a little bit backlogged with these calories that I should be saving. So we'll see how it goes. You know, it's a trial and error type of thing at this point, and something that can be tweaked on my end. I can tweak what I'm eating a bit. There's room for improvement in that area if I absolutely had to. And then there's also the part that I'm just not going to worry and obsess about this. I'm going to give myself grace. You know, I've talked about giving yourself grace in the past. I'm going to take my time with this plan, because in the long run, it is going to become a lifestyle, to where a gentleman in our group has been at his lifestyle weight for the last 3 years with this plan, and he has learned the plan and works it for himself in the way that is the way I hope to ultimately work it for myself. And when I cross that path, I will explain it to you. It's really relatively simple, and you just put some parameters in place for yourself. If your weight goes up to a certain point, and I know people do this, it used to be for me, in a weekend, if I went up 2 pounds, Monday morning would come and I would straighten that right out. And well before Friday, I would be at my goal weight. And I did that for 6 years. So I have done it before. It's a matter of me getting to my goal weight. And I did stay at my goal weight all the way through the end of January for 6 months, almost 7 months. And then things started happening that were stressing me out. So I have some things that I need to learn how to do better for myself, because there's always going to be stress, and I'm getting older. It's not going to get less. It just doesn't, life just doesn't seem to work that way. And I had a horrible summer. You know, even in January, even until June, I was only needing to lose a few pounds. And now it quickly became 10 pounds. And for me to get to my original goal, I have to lose, I mean, I've lost a little bit already, but from when I started, I think I want to say Slimming World, I had 15 pounds to lose to get to that original 129 that I had started with back in 2022. So anyway, that's the story, my friends. I hope that you're all doing well out there. I'm going to keep this short because I did just arrive home a little while ago, and I did a little shopping. I did a video on that, and so it's time for me to go and prepare a meal for myself and James. And the little kitties, as you can see, there's one right here who's very interested in me feeding her, as well as a few other people that I have around here that happen to have 4 paws. So, on that note, yeah, I'm really in a good place with all of this. You know, we also talked about yo-yo dieting, and I've talked about that many times on my channel about how I am not in the yo-yo dieting place. I don't think I could do it if I tried. I don't need to hear, first of all, that's not going to happen. Oh, I've lost 5 pounds this week. I've lost 2 pounds this week. Okay. I'm not looking for that to happen, because I know if I know nothing after all these years of dieting, the longer it's going to take me, unless I was on HCG, which is a different ball game, very different. The longer it takes me to get back down to my lifestyle weight, healthy goal weight, healthy weight goal, target, call it what you'd like, the weight that I want to be. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it in this moment. The longer it takes me to get there, if I'm consistently working the plan, which I will be, the more likely it is that it's going to stay off and truly be a lifestyle change. See, this is the part that when you get down to the last amount of pounds before you reach your the weight that you want to be at, your healthy weight, it does take longer for most people to lose it. So if you want to stay at your goal weight once you achieve that weight, you really should reconsider what you're trying to accomplish in trying to get this weight off right away. Because I strongly believe that if it takes a little longer, it means that whatever you're doing is going to become what you stay doing when you reach that goal. As opposed to, oh, I'm eating 1,200 calories a day, you know, or less, and I've taken all this weight off this week, and then the following week you gain half of it or more back. You know, that doesn't make any sense to me anyway. I don't want to put myself through that. I've been doing this for too long to have any desire to do anything that requires me to feel like I'm starving to death. That's just not even going to work for a day for me. I can tell you that right now, because my sugar levels will just be doing this, and I'll just be sick as a dog, and I'll be then eating wrong, which is very, very, depending where I am when I'm not feeling well, very likely to happen. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm going to wish you well and hope that you're all doing great out there, and that you should be pleased working on something that means you're taking care of yourself. Just one little thing, as I always say. And on that note, I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll see you again really soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it. Bye for now.